Greetings everyone! This video will cover the phenomenon that is the Matrix reset and the harvest of the soulless ones. Before we start, I just want to make a clarification regarding terms I will be using in this video. When I use the word physical, I'm referring to the first physical layer of this matrix, meaning the layer that our real physical bodies are asleep on, not this secondary illusionary layer with our current avatar bodies that we are in right now. So, throughout our past time in this game that we now call history, there were many matrix resets. The reset happens because most source players have depleted their energy in this game, so there is not enough energy to keep the matrix powered, and therefore the reset is necessary. You see, you can be reincarnated just as many times as you have energy left to have this experience. Most of source players' energy is usually lost through eating animals, killing in general, orgasms, negative emotions, and astral travel, apart from those source players who took the ascension route and raised their kundalini, or the ones who made a deal with the demiurge. All of them were disqualified, so to say, meaning their source fractal was captured by the demiurge. During the reset, soulless ones are being harvested, meaning eaten, on the physical level of this matrix. The reset begins with an 11-year period in which the harvest will take place. The reset doesn't happen all at once, and it does not affect every source player the same. During the reset, all soulless ones are removed from the game, which means they are being disconnected from their pods in the real physical realm of this matrix, and they serve as food and various other things for the controllers of this matrix. The controllers are entities that we created and programmed to do their job. So there is nothing evil about it. However, they are being fed and kept alive by source players, so when they run dry, they use soulless ones, which serve as a temporary source of food. It will be a time of great distress for some, and some won't even see it happen. Your frequency will determine what kind of experience you will have.
I will harvest that planet tomorrow before I let her take it from me. Have you ever seen a harvest?
Never, but I've heard they feel no pain.
Now, all soulless ones will be removed. Sacrifices of soulless ones create food in the physical realm for the controller entities. That's why massive sacrifices sometimes took place in history, like 9/11 did, and basically all wars that took place throughout history are huge sacrifices of soulless ones. There were source players in wars throughout history as well, but they only ended up participating in those wars as a result of their low frequency or script choices. And if they killed other people in those wars, they depleted their energy even more, and that's why it's no shocker that most soldiers experience PTSD and never truly recover from that experience, which also keeps them constantly living in the past, so they lose even more energy that way. So basically, when the controller entities need food or drugs that they make from soulless bodies, the demiurge orchestrates some sort of slaughter event in this secondary illusionary matrix, like a war or a 9/11 type of event. Soulless bodies are then being unplugged in the physical only after they are in fear, because fear releases chemicals in the physical body and it makes their product more desirable. There are no coincidences in this matrix. As I've said, the reset and the harvest have happened many times in the past. For example, the fall of the Mayan and Aztec civilizations. They sacrificed soulless ones on their shrines and pyramids in order to make deals with the matrix controller entities, and it also served nicely to derive fear from source players that were present in that time and space. So when the reset finally happened back then, and when the soulless ones were unplugged, the remaining source players were consumed by fear and left that area. Just remember all the controversy that was going on around 2012 and all the Mayan predictions, and they even made a movie about it. Well, there is much truth to all that, because we are nearing a reset right now, and at that time Source was trying to get our attention and to give us hints and wake-up calls, but as usual it was mixed with a lot of Matrix lies and packed as entertainment, and the whole point of all that was that we connect the dots somehow, that we are nearing a reset and the reset has happened before. Another example, the fall of Atlantis. According to myths and legends, the civilization of Atlantis was pretty advanced, just like we are today, and then the Matrix reset happened, and all of that knowledge and technology went back to Ground Zero. Yeah, Ground Zero, which happens to be the official name for the World Trade Center after the 9/11 attacks. Even though the event was orchestrated by the Demiurge, it has to put source truth in it to serve as a hint, which in this case would be a massive sacrifice. Then we go back to Ground Zero. Just like the harvest. Also, 9/11 is significant because there are 11 frequencies in this game, and each has 9 sub-frequency planes in it. But that's another topic. In each of my videos, I placed sources in the description box because some of the information I'm sharing came to me internally and some didn't, but all of it came through my intent of demanding and desiring the truth bad enough and connecting the dots with what I've heard and my complete life experience here. You came to this channel by that same frequency, otherwise these videos would not have existed in your reality. Source truth is source truth. It doesn't contradict itself no matter the source. I know I appreciate truth information more than anything. That's why all of this came to me. You came here because you have been searching, and if you could recognize source truth in what I'm presenting here, you are well on your way to success in this game. So, to continue on. Since the game has been won by Source, it is the final reset and harvest. So how will it look like? It will start with 3 days of complete darkness. No sun, moon, stars and electricity, just like mentioned in the Bible. I should add in here that a book like the Bible is a large stage demiurge's storybook / script that contains portions of source truth in it, and you can study it, but don't fall into religious traps and programming. Okay, so after the 3 days, the entities will plug themselves in the game and they will start hunting. They will hunt soulless ones, but they will also hunt source players who are eating meat. To clarify this, if you are eating meat in this game, you are marked. You are considered a beast. That's where the famous mark of the beast comes in, that is mentioned in the Bible in the book of Apocalypse. When you are marked, you differ little from soulless ones and animals. Also, eating meat holds your frequency level below 5, and all levels below 5 are being harvested. You may consider removing the meat if and when all of this starts. You are risking a lot, and when it all starts, you will be in fear, and fear is a signal for the unplugging. Another aspect of the lower frequencies during that time will be, in fact, the so-called zombie apocalypse. You could become a zombie. Some things will happen that will trigger that zombie transformation. You see, you are eating meat. You are eating death this whole time, and in a way you are the walking dead. So all the permission is given by you to be turned into that kind of creature. There will be all kind of horrors because the entities will demand the generating of fear in the soulless ones. Surviving the harvest in the lower frequency planes is technically possible, but highly unlikely to happen. However, if you raise your frequency sufficiently, you don't even have to see any of this. You can live a peaceful, joyful life during the harvest period. So how will that happen? As I've said, there are 11 frequencies in this game, and all frequencies below level 5 are being harvested. Level 4 is where you remove the animals from your diet, and then you advance to level 5, where your script can be unlocked. But during the harvest, a rift will be created between 4 and 5, meaning the 4th and below frequencies won't be a part of your reality anymore. So if you have family members or loved ones that are on those lower frequencies, you may start to see them disappear from your life, meaning you will forget their existence. All of their personal belongings will be removed as though they never existed in your reality.
What a relief. I found you. Sorry, but Ike, he said he had to be somewhere. Huh? Hey! Just cut off the right side and you've got a nice shot of the two of you. What was that?
It's just so beautiful.
I see, so that's why you came all the way out here. Hirai, tomorrow, let's bring Ike here. You can show him this view yourself, okay? Huh? That's what happens?
That's what happens.
And I will disappear in the same way.
Yes. Just like you saw, the residue eventually burns out. It's gone, and nobody will remember its existence. There is nothing left. That's why there's no interruption.
You're wrong! I know that Hirai existed! I know she liked Ike! I know her name is Yukari Hirai! There's no doubt she was here! She was! She existed.
And you?
And I exist too. And I know that I'm Yuji Sakai.
You're only a torch.
It doesn't matter. I'm Yuji Sakai.
You see, there is only now, and even in this moment, the past is only a memory. And if you are being attached to anyone or anything in this dream illusion, it is just not beneficial for you. But don't be concerned by any of this. Stay in your now moment. Don't go in the future or the past. If you remove the animals, you won't be harvested. And if you want to have an amazing experience while the harvest lasts, raise your frequency even higher than level 5. After the 11-year harvest period, there will be a golden age on Earth, and all the lower frequencies will be removed from the game, and there will be no more killing, and source players will be given large boosts to their creative abilities. It will be heaven on earth, if you want to call it that. Even the animals won't kill each other anymore. And you will have the ability to choose how long you will stay in this game, and if you decide to log out, you will be able to do so just by using your intent, and you will return to your source awareness as a victor of this game. And when all Source players leave, you will be able to participate in an even more challenging and rewarding matrix, or you can create your own matrix, or do neither of those things and do something else, but you will have a status of an elite Source fractal. Yeah, so that's it for this video. That is the basis of what will happen. For those who find all of this hard to believe, my next video will be about the call of Source, meaning the ways that Source has been reaching us with all this information, trying to bring us to the truth that we have forgotten. You see, I'm making these videos and making this information more available because it benefits me, and it benefits you to know this. Assisting other Source players is the highest frequency there is, but you are under no compulsion or obligation to assist anyone. In fact, sometimes that assisting can backfire on you. So, help those who are asking. My best wishes to you all.